It looks so dry. But I'm not refilming this. I'm not refilming it. What's up, YouTube? My name is Arilyn and welcome back to another YouTube video. So today's video is pretty exciting because we are starting a series. We are starting a new series called Girlhood 101. And in Girlhood 101, I'm going to teach you what might have slipped through the cracks in learning how to be a girl. So today we're going to start off with the most important thing, the foundation to it all, which is a skincare routine. But today I'm going to break it down step by step. So first of all, I just wanted to explain like how to break this video down a little bit. So there's going to be 4 different parts to this video. The first part is going to be understanding your skin type. The second part is going to be the steps of a skincare routine. The third part is going to be understanding skincare ingredients. And the fourth part will just be tips and tricks and kind of like miscellaneous information. Get into the different parts. I do want to talk about why it's important to understand these things. So when it comes to skin type, ingredients, and how to layer and things like that, it's gonna be for 3 main reasons. First is to avoid breakouts, irritation, harmful chemicals, all of that, because if you're using the wrong ingredients on your skin type, it can cause these things and lead to bigger skin problems that obviously none of us want. The second thing is to target your affected areas. So sensitive skin needs certain ingredients, acne needs certain ingredients in order to help those areas get better. Finally, learning ingredients and skin type can only help your skin. Like I said, if you use the wrong ingredients, if you use the products for the wrong skin type, then it could do more harm than good. So that's why it's important to understand everything that I'm going to talk about in this video, and to know like where to start when it comes to your skincare journey. So let's just talk about the different types of skin. We have oily skin, dry skin, combo skin, sensitive skin, and normal skin. Oily skin is your face is shiny, pores are clogged, and if you get frequent breakouts, you probably have oily skin. Next one, which is dry skin. I have dry skin. Dry skin is tightness, flakiness, dullness. Like I have no skincare on right now because I wanted to show y'all what my skin looks like with absolutely nothing on it. Like I didn't wash my face today, no moisturizers, nothing, and this is what my skin looks like. So as you can see, well, I don't know if you can really tell, but to me I can tell like that my skin is very dry. Next we have combination skin, and a combination is if you have both dry and oily in certain parts. Usually it's categorized that if the perimeter of your face is dry but your T-zone is oily, and your T-zone is basically forehead, nose, just the central part of your face. If that's oily and the rest of your face is dry, you have combination skin most likely. If it's reversed, if like this is oily but this is dry, that's also combination skin. Next we have sensitive skin. So I also have sensitive skin. So that means it gets red, it's irritated very easily, or if it itches. My face does itch quite often, and it's because it's dry and it's sensitive. You know how like you can lay your edges, right? If I go over my skin too many times with an edge brush, it will turn red. It'll start to get itchy and aggravated. So I definitely have sensitive skin, and if that sounds anything like you, then you probably have sensitive skin too. Lastly, there is normal skin, which is it's pretty balanced, not too oily, not too dry. In order to determine what kind of skin you have, after you wash your face, wait 30 minutes to an hour. Just touch your skin, just feel it. Like if it feels like any of the following I just mentioned, whether like you touch it, it feels too dry. If you touch it, it feels too oily, and you can like kind of do this and it'll show up on your fingers, the oil. If only certain parts of your face are oily or dry or whatever, or if you touch it and it doesn't feel like pretty much anything, then you know what kind of skin type you have. The next part of this video is going to be the steps of a skincare routine and what they do and when to apply them. So the first thing you want to do, and this is cleanse, and cleansing removes anything that might have attached to your face during the day, dirt, oil, makeup. Now, when to apply the cleanser depends on your skin. I have dry skin, so it takes longer for products to absorb into my skin. So for example, in the morning I don't wash my face, just use water. And I think I showed like a preview of this in my everyday makeup routine, which I will link. If you are oily, then you probably should cleanse twice a day, in the morning and at night. And especially sensitive skin girlies, once a day or once at night is probably just enough. When you wash your face, you want to use lukewarm water and you want to rub it in your face for 45 to 60 seconds. I do 60 just to be safe, and it does feel like forever, I'm not gonna lie to you, but that's how you ensure that everything is gonna get off. Next, we have toner. Now, toner is used to balance your skin's pH balance, and it preps it for any serums or moisturizer that you may put on, depending on what kind of toner you have, because toners are different. Most toners, they tell you to use a cotton pad, and you spray it on there or you pour it on there and you just go all over your face with it. It's also a gentle exfoliator. It's not going to be too rough on your skin. Oh, also they have toner pads. I use toner pads. I like them more than regular toners. And they also have some where you can just apply it with your hands. So like I said, it just depends on the toner, how you apply it. Do this after cleansing, before you put any other kind of product on. Leads us to the next thing, which is serums. Serums target specific skin concerns, whether that's wrinkles, acne, hyperpigmentation. Serums after toner and before moisturizer. And the reason why you want to do that is because a moisturizer acts as a barrier cream. You put on moisturizer and then you put on serum. Your serum is not really going to do much because you already put a barrier on your skin. I say look at the serum that you got. Some serums say every day, some serums say once a week, some serums say twice a day. I would look on the package and see how often you need to apply it, because depending on the ingredients and everything, it's going to be different. Next step is moisturizer. So like I mentioned, moisturizer acts as a barrier, but it also locks in the hydration that you have from your previous products that you put on. You want to put on moisturizer every day after your serums and every night as well. You want to do moisturizing twice a day. We have sunscreen, and sunscreen is only supposed to be used in the morning, and the reason why you want to put on sunscreen is to protect against UV damage from the sun. Put on sunscreen even if you're in the house all day or in the office all day or whatever it is, because even fluorescent lights give off UV rays. You want to put that on after your moisturizer, and really you're supposed to apply sunscreen every 2 hours. That's probably not practical for some people, I get that, but I think as long as you have that layer on during the morning during the morning, it should be good. They do make sunscreen sticks, that way you can keep it in your purse and apply throughout the day. I don't have one. I've been meaning to get one, but I just haven't gotten to it. Those are all the skincare steps. Next, we're going to talk about ingredients. So we're going to start off with hydrating and moisturizing ingredients. Our hyaluronic acid. Acid is good for all types of skin, but it's best for dry and dehydrated skin. So when I look for skincare, I look for hyaluronic acid. That's like one of the first things that I look for. Next is glycerin. Glycerin is also good for all skin types, but when it comes to dry skin, glycerin is good because it draws in moisture. Next is ceramides, and these are best for dry and sensitive skin, so because it repairs your skin barrier. So people like me, you want to look for ceramides. You also want to look for squalene. If you have dry and combo skin, it's lightweight and non-greasy, so you won't get residue when you wash your face. Next, we have brightening and evening skin tone ingredients. So first, we have vitamin C. This is another one that is good for all skin types. It brightens, evens the skin tone. Next, we have niacinamide, which is also good for all skin types, but it reduces redness, minimizes pores, and controls oil. I like to use niacinamide. That's why I love that e.l.f. primer with 4% niacinamide in it, because of my hyperpigmentation on my cheeks. I didn't even show you. Yeah. Next, we have acne and oil control ingredients. We have salicylic acid, also known as BHA. It's for oily and acne prone skin because it exfoliates the inside of your pores and it prevents future breakouts. I get breakouts every now and again. They don't really come too often. It's usually around my period, and so for that I like to lean towards BHA toner specifically. I also have body acne, so I will also use the CeraVe salicylic acid cleanser on my body. Next, we have tea tree oil, which you can literally just buy it by itself and use. You can kind of use that as a serum. When I was in massage therapy school, we used to use tea tree. Somebody had like a skin condition, if it was irritated, because some people do come in and they have athlete's foot, and obviously we wear gloves, we protect ourselves, but we use tea tree oil with our oils and lotions, so it can act as an antibacterial and reduce the inflammation. We have clay. So I know you guys probably seen that Indian healing clay. I actually use that too, but I have dry skin, which I'm going to get into in just a second on how you can use it for dry skin. But the clay is really good for oily and combo skin because it'll take away all that excess oil. But if you have dry skin like me and you still want to use the clay, I use clay as a mask. On the package it'll say you can use water or apple cider vinegar. I always use apple cider vinegar because it's a more active ingredient than water is in that case. You can use apple cider vinegar as long as a hydrating ingredient. So honey, aloe, rose water, even yogurt, those are hydrating ingredients. They have hydrating properties. So you can mix that in with your mask, apply like a real thin layer, and do not let it dry all the way, because if you let it dry all the way, you just took everything out your skin and your skin's already dry. So you want to wait until it's pretty damp. So for me, since I do have sensitive skin and it says 5 to 10 minutes on the container, I will most likely leave it on for 3 to 4 minutes. Maybe I'll hit that 5-minute mark depending on the state that my skin is in, but I won't leave it on for that long. I'm going to talk about exfoliating and texture soothing ingredients. I'm going to look for glycolic acid or AHA. This is good for normal and combo skin, and it's going to remove your dead skin cells, improve your texture, like really get into those pores. Next, you want to look for lactic acid, and this is good for dry and sensitive skin because it's gentle and it will also hydrate. Next, we have PHA. So PHA is polyhydroxy acid, and this is good for sensitive skin. So it's very mild. It's going to improve your skin barrier. Next, we have anti-aging and skin renewal. If you're my age, you don't need this. If you're younger than me, you don't need this. These are for mature girlies, 40 and up. So anti-aging, we have retinol, which is good for normal, combo, and oily skin because it's going to boost up that collagen, make your face plumper, and smooth out the wrinkles. Next, we have peptides, which is good for all skin types, but it's going to firm up your skin and it's going to support that collagen production. And then we have CoQ10, also good for all skin types, and it's an antioxidant. Lastly, we have soothing and calming ingredients from my sensitive skin girlies. So aloe. I had an aloe plant, but I used it all, so I have to go get me another one. But aloe plants, if you don't have a green thumb, they're super easy to take care of. You only have to water them like once a month, if that, and they are super hydrating. I also use them on my hair. You can look for ingredients with aloe in it, or you can just buy an aloe plant and you can use that in your clay mask or as just like a serum. Next, you want to look for scintilla or Sika. Scintilla is pretty new. It's mainly used in Korean skincare. I have yet to see it in American skincare, but I know Anua is a Korean skincare brand that is getting a little bit more attention. So I wanted to include scintilla. Basically, scintilla is good for acne and sensitive skin because it's going to soothe that irritation and repair your skin. Also, if you are a sensitive skin girly, you want to avoid any products that have fragrance or alcohol in them because it's only going to irritate your skin. So looking at the ingredients list is very important for sensitive skin girlies because your skin can get irritated by any and everything. Lastly, we have sun protection. So sunscreens. In sunscreens, you want to look for zinc oxide and titanium dioxide. Good for all skin types, but especially good for sensitive skin because it uses physical UV filters to filter out those UV rays and not irritate your skin as much. There's also chemical UV filters, octinoxate and avobenzone. I really think that's how you pronounce it, but I'm not sure. These are good for everything except sensitive skin. It's lightweight sun protection, and the reason why it's not good for sensitive skin is because it is chemicals. Chemicals tend to irritate sensitive skin more. So now we're gonna go to how to build a skincare routine. To start, all you really want is a cleanser, a moisturizer, and a sunscreen. One of each. Does not have to be expensive, and use that consistently for a couple months. See if that's working for you, and if it does work, you can slowly add in more products, serums, toners. You can add on double cleansing, which double cleansing is good for my oily babes. If you wear makeup every day, or if you are a good skincare girly and you wear your sunscreen every day, or if you just layer a lot of products on your skin, double cleansing can be good. Another thing is exfoliators. So exfoliating is going to get rid of excess buildup, like things that your cleanser may have missed. And you want to only do this once. I'd start off once a week. If you find that you need it more than twice a week, it's also recommended that you patch test on like your wrist right here any new product so you can see how your skin reacts to it. This process is going to take a couple months. It's not going to be overnight. Skincare does not work immediately. You have to use it consistently over months in order to see results. That's just how it is. The basics of skincare and how it works. I'm going to leave my sources down below, but I encourage you to do your own research. If you are doing these steps and you aren't seeing any results, I would recommend speaking to your dermatologist because it could be something else going on. But that is the basics of skincare, y'all. So next part of this video, we're going to get into my personal skincare routine. I'm going to show y'all all the steps that I do.